Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First off, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaRachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and teachers at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. My name is Brother Howard Shai Zion. Just coming through with an informative message, Lord willing, man, and also basically sounding the trumpet right now regarding the news and prophecies. And this is a big one, man. This is real big. Because if you don't know, Poland is basically part of NATO, and Russia has shot off rockets into Poland, which is a NATO protected country, and basically set it off. So now, you know what I'm saying, retaliation is going to take place. So what does that mean for us? You know what I'm saying, what does that exactly mean? Well, that means that we're one step closer to the prophecies in the World War III, WW3 to pop off. Which now, the average person that's watching may not understand why, you know, a man who believes in the Lord would want WW3 to pop off. All right? But basically what it is, see this guy, hold on a second, man, this is bullshit. All right, so why would a man want WW3 to pop off if you believe in the Most High, which is 333, I'm just seeing right now while I'm driving. Well, the reason is because ultimately that's our salvation, okay? When World War III pops off, my Akim, my brethren, all right, that means that this society is going to be totally destroyed and canceled. See, the Lord is going to cancel this society. He's going to cancel all of the goddamn debauchery, all of the goddamn, women dressing like harlots out in the streets, and women sleeping with multiple men, which is the root of the problem. All right, because they're the beginning of sin, and through her we all die, the woman. So you got her to thank for that. Okay, Eve in general, right, the woman. And, you know what I'm saying, the drug culture, the hip-hop culture, sagging your pants shit, all that shit is all going to be encompassed in the chastisement that's going to take place, and the destruction that's going to take place, which is ultimately a form of mercy. As I see 444 right next to me right now in a white vehicle, man. And white represents purity, man. So it's going to be pure mercy for the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai to actually put these things into motion. Now, I talked about something big was going to happen a couple weeks ago. Anybody that follows this channel, you know damn well that I said that. And you can go ahead and play that back on the playback the last time. Go and watch it. You know? So I said that something real big was going to happen before the end of this year. And this, they don't get no bigger than this. Besides, because if you follow what's going on, all right, if you follow what's going on, clearly NATO is going to retaliate because they have already stated that in their council. They said, look, they're doing what they do, but, you know, Ukraine is not part of NATO. They want to join NATO so that they can have, you know, backup or whatever, and basically win the war and stop them from coming into Ukraine. But the bottom line is the old Soviet Union, which Russia was a part of that, certain little particular places of Ukraine, was originally part of the original USSR, okay? The United Soviet something Republic, right? I forgot what it's called. But nonetheless, now it's modern day Russia. So the missiles that to those people that are tuning in now, Shalom, I apologize for the signal or whatever, but it's really not even really nothing I can do about it. I'm saying I'm crossing over into New York City right now, and some shit's happening. So, because I got some shit to do. But anyways, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we are one step closer to action being taken by Russia, and what that's going to lead to, or rather, excuse me, from NATO, and what that's going to lead to is the ultimate battle. You know what I'm saying? Just like the scriptures prophesy that the big battle is going to take place. And all the allies and who are part of NATO, when they start striking, it's going to strategically maneuver everybody down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay? So the main battle is going to take place in the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right? And it's going to be down there in the middle, so-called Middle East. And when that happens, man, Yahweh Shai is going to return. And when Yahweh Shai down, you know, he's going to crack the sky. Every eye is going to see him. And those people which pierced him too, they're gonna go, oh shit, man, it's Yahweh Shai, man. You know, that moment is gonna click that they were the ones responsible for killing Yahweh Shai, but he rose up and was resurrected. So that's what people fail to realize. See what I'm saying? We don't serve a dead God, which these scoffers from the Old Testament only guys say that, you know what I'm saying? We don't worship no dead God, no God that died. But you got to understand something, man. When the flesh dies, dumbbell, the spirit goes back to the Heavenly Father who gave it. Okay? Ecclesiastes 12:7. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really never die permanently, our spirit. And that's what guys don't understand. You know? And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we will be exonerated from this body of death, which is going to be a glorious thing. And it's a glorious thing to meditate on. Okay? You're supposed to be constantly meditating on the word of the Lord, just like King David in Psalm 39. Okay? I'm trying to get this here. It says, hold on 1 second, Let me just get to a safe spot. A long straight way, man. So it says, Psalm 39:7, it says, and now, Yahweh, or Lord rather, what wait I for? My hope is in thee. So there you go. So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the prophecies to be accomplished. We're waiting for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to give the word to, really Yahweh, to give the word onto Yahweh Shai to come through. And that's why we preaching the word out every single week. And why the brothers don't quit? Because they know that he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So our hope and faith is in the Most High, Yahweh. And scriptures, which ultimately present and talk about thing. He said, lo, I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me. And if you can't grasp that concept, then the Lord's just not dealing with you. And the Lord's not dealing with everybody on the planet. That's just how it is. He's got certain men, okay, starting with Apostle Tahar on down at this current moment now, that the men of great millstone on down are the leaders millstone, because the United States is already positioning itself to go digital with its currency. What does that mean? The inflation and everything like this, and all the war, dumping all the money into this thing here. If you can't see what's happening, it's all a power grab and a power move, ultimately to usher in the prophecies. But this destruction is going to cause a massive backlash, because Poland is part of EU and also part of... I knew some shit was going to happen with that. Let's see if it's still rocking. Once that timer go up, then I know what's going. Okay, the timer's going up. All right, cool. So anyways, man, that beast, NATO and the EU, they got to go against Gog and Magog. You know, Meshach and Tubal, all of that, all those countries. In Persia, which is Iran. So they're all chomping at the bit, waiting financially. Keep on spending your money on Ukraine. Keep on doing what you're doing. Ultimately, the Lord's putting that hole in your pocket. See, the Lord's putting the hole in America's pocket, because they no longer have the slaves. You no longer have free labor. And the same thing like the Roman Empire, in the Western Roman Empire, which, if I'm not mistaken, collapsed first. And then it was Constantinople, which was part of the Eastern Roman Empire. They were last to go down and be conquered, okay, by the modern day Turkish people, all right? Which I believe was the Ottoman Empire, if I'm not mistaken. And they didn't have a lot of money because the lack of slave labor and the revolts, and everybody was unhappy with the government, and women in power. And this is ultimately just worshiping Baal. You know what I'm saying? And so the Lord had to take that empire down. And then America, which is a spin-off of the Roman Empire, okay? Unless, man, they gotta fix these goddamn roads, man. This infrastructure is bullshit. All this money they got spending on Ukraine, and your roads is all fucked up. Your bridges is out. Your bridges is old, man. Shit need to be updated. They don't care about that. So back to what I was saying. So because America is Babylon the Great, right? Mystery Babylon the Great, which a lot of people don't know that. And you're never going to know that following Islam. You're never going to know that following just the Old Testament. You're going to be lost. So who are you going to come to for guidance? You better come to Apostle Tahar and Great Millstone, or you're not going to know what's going on, because the Lord said that, stone, or you're not going to know what's going on, because the Lord said that in Amos 3:7, surely the Lord Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And what Great Millstone is a company of prophets. And we are prophesying America's going to go down, man. All right? And Yahweh Shai, and he's going to put this place back in order, man, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So this is a beautiful, glorious day today, man. And it's funny because I just stated that even before I found out this breaking news. And I don't know, because, you know, here's the thing. We don't even know really what's going on at the end of the day, because, you know what I'm saying, how can a man understand his own way? That's all we know is what the scriptures say. We may say something out of our mouth and be like, oh, that's weird, because when you go to Proverbs 16:1, it says the preparations in the heart and man and the answer of the tongue is of Yahweh. So the Lord sometimes will have you speaking something, and little did you know, it's actually going to happen. It's all through faith in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know, and my life personally has happened many times. So nonetheless, so what do we got here to recap, man? Yahweh Shai is going to be setting up, he's putting in position now this world and these demonic ass nations, causing the uproars, the wars and the rumors of wars to get stronger. Now even more of them are going to get their hat in the ring. Poland is heavily protected, man. Poland is heavily protected and backed by NATO and the EU, the European Union. Not sure if this is on. All right, Salaki, brothers. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we'll wait to the next update of what's going to happen. All right, and then we'll get into the scriptures more. All right, Shabbat Shalom and Shalom to Yuakim, man, that's out there pushing the word. The prophets, the mouthpiece of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Let's go, man.